this Yankees team is fun to watch. Okay, it's a different Yankees team than it was 2 weeks ago, and they're finding ways to win. They're doing all the things that they didn't do before, and it's pretty obvious that analytics doesn't always get it right. And but tonight, walk-off, Ryan Lamar walk-off hit in the bottom of the 10th to sweep the Philadelphia Phillies. I mean, to me, it's a sign of not only a good team, but or a team that's turning the corner or improving, is when the little guys are doing big things. And Lamar, Greg Allen, and I've been talking about Greg Allen for months. And I hope they keep him up here when things, they may have to make roster moves soon. He's a guy I would keep up here. I would consider keeping Florial up here. Now I know they're looking at Joey Gallo and a couple other guys and whatnot. We'll see what happens there. But in my opinion, even if it's Max Kepler or whoever, Gallo or Adam Frazier, I think Greg Allen should be the center fielder, and for the foreseeable future, at least for the remainder of this year. And it is, that's just my opinion, but he's kind of earned his way on this team. And again, he causes havoc on the base paths. He's really good defensively in the outfield. He does a lot of little things, move guys over, sacrifice flies. He manufactures runs, and just manufactures chaos on the base paths, we need more guys like that. And so he was, to me, a really, really good get. And so was Rougned Odor, and I've gotten flack for that too. People saying how much he sucks. He had another home run tonight, a two-run home run, and in the 7th inning to put them up. And he's been quietly very, very clutch for the Yankees. And again, for pennies on the dollar. So I give him, I'm really glad that they have kept him around. And even though some people, I'm not happy with his batting average and this and that. On occasion, he has some defensive lapses, but so does Gleyber Torres. He had a big one tonight, and it almost, sabotaged him. But so I'm glad that they kept him around. Also, Giancarlo Stanton got a key hit, RBI single early, and then in the bottom of the 10th, he hit a double. It was kind of an error in right field, but he's been getting on base a little bit more recently too, and that's kind of a sign for Stanton that he might be going on a tear soon. So. And with some of the guys that we have out now, it's good to see that the Yankees actually have the quality in AAA to come up and fill in these spots very credibly. So it's nice to see these young guys, and again, bringing this newfound energy to the team. I think it's revitalizing the lineup, revitalizing the pitchers. Everybody seems more motivated. They seem more relaxed and happy. And it's a different energy at Yankee Stadium. 2 weeks ago it was like a defeated just feeling, a defeated mentality, and I totally get it because I felt that way too. But this team is a much more fun team to watch. And again, they haven't made any blockbuster trades. They've called up guys. And the fact is too, in my personal opinion, if these guys keep performing and playing well, it doesn't make sense to replace them with the starters. It doesn't. So, and that's why I'm hoping they consider keeping some of these guys up here, even if it's whoever it is. But that said, the Yankees still, I think they still need to make it if they're going to make a deadline move, doing it with a team that maybe gives you an opportunity to bring in a relief pitcher too, because Zach Britton's very shaky right now. Nick Nelson's, when Darren O'Day is having season-ending surgery on his hamstring, so he's done for the year, and it's not like he really had much performance here anywhere, opportunity, and they have to stop signing these guys when they're 34 years old. Get them when they're 27, 28. So, these relievers. But I think a trade like, again, the Pirates would be a perfect team, or the Cubs, because you can get a position player and a good relief pitcher. And if you can swing a starter with it, you swing a starter with it. So, because I am still of the opinion that a starting pitcher is needed. They started Asher Wojciechowski today. Personally, I don't know who in the world that is. I've heard of his name before, but gave him some credible innings, but, gave him a couple runs. But it wasn't that bad. The bullpen came in and kind of held things down, but, again, Zach Britton struggled quite a bit. Chapman had a good inning and, got everybody out, and he was throwing really, really good heat. So, looks like he might be turning a corner, so that's encouraging. So, hopefully he'll continue on that trend. And, but we'll see. But, all in all, it was a good win, a fun win. And, now we've got, I think it's Boston coming back. So, but, some better energy now, some more momentum on the Yankees squad. So, and hopefully they can take it to these guys. So, because Boston and Tampa are like the next two teams, and those are going to be two very, very tough tests. But if the Yankees come out of that, 5-3 or something like that, or whatever, however many games they play, but over 500 on that trip, or in those two series, then I think it might alter what they do at the trade deadline. So, and I still think that whether they lose these games or whether they win these games, they still need another relief pitcher, and obviously another outfielder, a left-handed hitter, a contact left-handed hitter, to complement guys like Greg Allen and even Ryan Lamar, who had the game-winning hit today. But and another starter, and whether if it's the Pittsburgh, you go after Tyler Anderson. If it's the Cubs, you go after Kyle Hendricks, obviously. But you do what you can do. But a multiplayer trade is probably the best avenue for the Yankees. I know they had some scouts, Texas Ranger scouts, scouting some of our guys for a potential Joey Gallo trade. So if they do Gallo, hopefully it's a Gallo and Kyle Gibson trade or something like that. But we'll see what happens. But let's just keep this thing rolling. And again, I'm happy that the Yankees are winning now and playing kind of reinvigorated baseball, just revitalized. They're a completely different team than they were 2 weeks ago. And unfortunately, it took this to expose that, but it's okay. It is what it is, and that's it. So, and it looks like the Yankees might have had some better players at the top levels of their farm than we might have expected. I'm a little bummed out that they sent down Hoyjong Park today because of Wojciechowski, but I didn't think he got a fair shot. He only had one at bat, and I think for some reason analytics hates him, but he's like a 330 hitter at AAA. He plays multiple positions, good defense. He's another good contact hitter from the lefty side. So I hope he gets an opportunity soon as well. And but him, Florial, I like. Florial's a good looking player, and and Greg Allen. I'm just happy that he's up here, and I hope he continues to contribute, because he can contribute a lot of ways. Even if he hits 200, he's stealing bases, he's making good plays, he's moving guys over. And even Rougned Odor bunting. These guys are playing small ball. More than this is the Bronx machine to me instead of the Bronx Bombers. Bronx Bombers may rely on the home run. The Bronx machine is a more well balanced team. And that's exactly what this team needs to be if they're going to beat these other teams, because those other teams are well-balanced across the board. The Padres, the Dodgers, yeah, they hit a lot of home runs, but they do everything. The Blue Jays, the Rays, the Red Sox. I'm really looking forward to the days that the Rays suck again, but I don't think that's happening anytime soon. But it is what it is. So the Yankees need to boost. And again, I'm still of the opinion buying and selling is the right way to do it, because they can reshuffle things around and get a lot of value for certain players, but that's just my opinion. If it's a multiplayer trade, they're going to have to blow through the deadline. But they might be showcasing some of these guys as pieces in a trade as well. I did hear Kyle Holder today. One of their top prospects was pulled out of a game, so I don't know if he might be part of a Joey Gallo thing. I don't know. So I haven't seen anything yet. I just heard speculation from one of the beat writers. So I'm going to keep an eye on that, and I'll feed you in on all the updates as well. So talk to you next time.